Hi guys, welcome back to the Resinator. My name's Jules. So I'm in a group called the Crafty YouTubers Unite, which is obviously a group for YouTubers who have all got crafting channels. We get together, we share ideas, support each other, help each other where we can, with the process of crafting and resin work, and even help with making YouTube videos. But we also do collaborations with each other. Every week they do Froggy Friday. So I'm going to be doing another frog, but this time I'm going to do a companion for Ozzy, my dark prince, who I did last week. So I've already put the eyes in because, as you know, I hate doing the eyes. Those of you that aren't aware, you just... I've just knocked over my bottle of UV resin. So you just pop a bit of UV resin on them, pop them into where you want them, and then use your UV torch just to cure the resin, and they should stay put. So I'm going to be using the Enchantress glitter from Create and Bloom. They do the most fabulous pigments, glitters. They do opaque pigments. They do transparent pigments. They do moulds. Go and have a look. Her website's beautiful, and her colours are just to die for. So I'm going to be using that glitter, and then possibly some Dahlia pigment paste in the resin for the main pour. I might lighten that up with a tiny bit of white. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see when I mix it, when I get to the next stage. So let's mix some resin. So I've mixed my resin. Last time I made way too much, so I've gone with half the amount this time, but now I'm thinking it might not be enough. Anyway, the resin that I'm using today is the J Diction 1 part epoxy. So that's equal parts of A and B. And as always, when you're using resin, make sure that you're using PPE, so gloves, respirator and apron. Use it in a well ventilated area. Don't be breathing in the fumes. Keep it away from pets and children. All the usual stuff. So this is very bubbly because I've been mixing it extremely fast and it's not really very warm in here. I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to be adding glitter to it. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be adding, but I don't want to go too mad. So now this is mixed glitter, so I won't need to add multiple glitters like I did last time. There's medium chunks, fine chunks, big chunks. So let's give that a mix. Oh, that's stunning. It's very mermaidy. Oh, I like. And actually it goes quite far as well. Let's put a little bit more. You can never have too much glitter. Let's pop the lid on that before I throw it everywhere. Oh, that's stunning. That is stunning. Okay. As you can see, most of the bubbles now have gone, and I think it's because the glitter's got sharp edges and things, so it just pops it. Right, so here is my mould. Let's add what we need to her back. Let that flow into the head a little bit, because I would like it to cover the eyes. It's very mermaidy but purpley at the same time. Love it. A little bit more to cover the eyes. Sorry if you can see my head. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do the same as last time and drizzle it into the toes. It's going to run down, which is fine. I'm happy with that, because little bits of it will then stay in the legs, so that's cool. I think that'll do for now. So I'm going to leave this to cure overnight, and then tomorrow I am going to do another layer, and that, well, top it up, and that will, like I say, that will probably be in this dahlia from Craft and Bloom. I might lighten it up with a little bit of white. We'll see what it's like once I've added the raw pigment to the resin. Okay, so I will be back tomorrow. So the glitter in my Frog Princess is now cured, so it's time to add the final layer. I've mixed 100 mils of the same resin that I used for the glitter, which is the Jan Chum Fast Cure, and I'm going to colour it with some Dahlia resin paste by Create and Bloom. This is opaque resin pigment. I may need to add some white, I'm not sure, but we'll see. I haven't even used it yet and I've managed to get it all over myself. So I'm just going to give it a little mix to start with, because these do tend to settle. Scrape off the excess. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm going to scrape off the excess off my stick and then just go in with what's on the stick to start with. And as you can see, that is colouring my resin already. That's beautiful. That's such a pretty colour. And considering there's 100 mils in there, that's actually gone a long way. I'm just going to scrape the sides, because I can see that I've managed to get some of it on the sides of the cup, so I want it to mix in nice and evenly. That's such a nice colour. Do you know what? I don't think I am going to add any white into that. It's really nice. I love that colour. It reminds me of good quality strawberry ice cream. There we go. I think that's probably okay. Let me just wipe my stick. I'll try to reuse everything that I can. Okay. Let's get the lid on this as well, because we all know what I'm like. I didn't degas this resin either. I didn't see the point because I knew I'd be doing a lot of mixing and that would just reintroduce bubbles anyway. So I haven't, like I say, I haven't debubbled it. There she is, all topped up. So I will be back tomorrow to demold her. I'm going to give this a spritz. This is just isopropyl alcohol. Give her a spritz. I'll keep an eye for a little while longer because there will still be bubbles coming up, so I'll probably need to spritz it again. But I will be back later for the demold. So our frog princess is all ready to demold, and before I start doing that I should explain about this bump. So a while after I finished pouring it, I noticed a hair, and rather than think, well, the colour's opaque, it probably won't show, I panicked a little bit because I've got long hair and I didn't know how deep it went into the mould. So tried to pull it out and it was a little bit too tacky for the resin to go to re-level itself. So she's got a bump that I can either sand off, which isn't too much of a problem, although I do hate sanding, or I could just colour it in green and call this piece the Princess and the Pea, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. So yeah, she's got a little lump. So let's get the thighs out. Couple of little bubbles there. There we go. So let's have a look. Yeah, bubbles in her chin, but I'm not too worried about that. Oh wow, that glitter goes beautifully with that pink, doesn't it? It really does. Oh, I love her. I didn't have reptile eyes, so she's got round pupils, but actually because she's a girl, I quite like the round eyes and they've gone in really well. That's probably the best set of eyes I've ever done, actually. So this one, and I'm probably going to do it with Ozzy as well. If you remember Ozzy, Ozzy is my frog prince of darkness. So I have got some little crowns. I haven't decided what is the best one to go on. Probably that one. So let's do one of these. Oh goodness me, I can't even get in the bag of gloves on. So we'll have one of those for her. And what should we do for Ozzy? I thought there were darker ones, but Yeah, I think he could have the same actually. I actually thought there were some really dark ones in there. I don't know whether I've got them out already and put them down somewhere, you never know. So let's do him one of them. So all I'm going to do with these is basically UV them on. So I'm just going to put a little blob. I'm using high viscosity. And then just torch that to cure it. Yeah, that one's good. Let's move her over and do Ozzy. Yeah, this high viscosity resin doesn't run everywhere, so it gives you a little bit more work time. I did consider putting some little eyelashes on the princess, but I thought, one, that would be very fiddly and I just don't have the patience, and two, it might look a bit freaky. So I decided against it. So there you go, we've got Ozzy, our Prince of Darkness, and his partner, we might as well call her Sharon. So there you go. I think they're really rather cute. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks and it's free, and it really helps my channel to grow. Links to everything that I use in this video will be in the description, along with links to buy me a coffee and to my Etsy store. Anything that comes in from those goes straight back into the channel. Don't forget to check in the description as well for discount codes. There are a couple of discount codes in there. Thank you to everyone that's already subscribing, buying me coffees and buying my pieces from the Etsy store. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And all that's left to say is thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys. Bye.